Alright, so I just wanted to make a video going over my 3DS collection of games. So I'm going to start with the games I have cases for first in alphabetical order, and then I'm going to go on to the games that I don't have cases for, and then my digital games. The first game I have in alphabetical order is Animal Crossing Welcome Amiibo New Leaf. I actually have two copies of New Leaf. I have the Welcome Amiibo Nintendo Selects version and the normal New Leaf version. They both come with these. I think they both come with manuals. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Thank you. Oh, this must have come from when I bought it from eBay. But yeah, they both come with these manuals. Very thin manuals, but it just has the basic controls in there. And then we have the Welcome Amiibo version that has just the shitty 3DS manual, but yeah, they're both very good games. This one, the Welcome Amiibo one, just comes with the DLC already installed. It's free DLC, so you don't really need to buy that version. But it's kind of interesting how it has the it says update for free online. That's fun. But it says, this one says welcome to a new life. This one just says update for free online. That's fun. So yeah, that's it for those. Up next is kind of a farce. I have Classic Game Overload. I bought this from GameStop, but when I bought it, it just came with this game, 50 classic games, which is fine. I bought it because it looks kind of garbo, but that's what I got. 50 classic games does look kind of garbo, so it came with the wrong game, but I really should just find a case for 50 classic games, but I just don't feel like it. It's kind of a fun memory. I bought this like 5 years ago or something, and I just never bothered getting the right case for that game. Up next is my copies of Fire Emblem Awakening. One is Japanese and comes in an aftermarket case, which is kind of garbage. But yeah, you can see I really love the cartridge art for Awakening. It has the little sprites. You can see on the back. This is just a printed off copy of the box art. But yeah, there's the legit one. I got this on Amazon for about $40 a few months back, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good price for it. It's just retail. And then you can see in English, the cartridge art is the same, and I really like it. It doesn't have any cool manuals or anything. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games. This is one of my favorite Fire Emblem games. I really like the first arc of the story. The second one's pretty bad, and then the third one is just alright. But yeah, it's a good Fire Emblem game. Up next is Fire Emblem Shadows of Valencia. Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valencia. This one comes with some 3DS advertisements. Ooh, look at that. Mario Sports Superstars. Everyone knows that's a good game. This is an EU copy. Wait, what is this? I never looked at this. Wait. It's like a thing. It's like a poster. What is all this? Does this stuff usually come in EU games? Monster Hunter. I'm not gonna unfold that because I don't know if I'll be able to get it back the right way. But that's kind of cool, I guess. Back in the day, I definitely would have hung that up in my room. Mario Sports Superstars, Yokai Watch, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. Just some bullshit. This game follows in Awakening's footsteps by having the little sprites on the cartridge. This is a remake of an NES game, and it definitely shows in the gameplay and the story. I'm not a fan of this one. Kind of plays like garbage. Kind of feels like garbage, the story. I don't know. People like the story, but I'm not a fan. This is Fire Emblem Fates, Birthright, and Conquest. These games are bad. That is my official opinion, but I do love how they correlate on the box art and stuff. Like you can see, oops. Like you can see they're facing each other. It's like a whole thing. It is pretty cool. These games have horrible stories, and I love stories in games, but the stories in these games are legitimately awful. People say Birthrights is better. I don't think that's true. I think they're both just bad. The gameplay's alright in Birthright. The gameplay's too hard in Conquest for me, but that's just me. Up next is Smash 3DS. I have a lot of hours in this game, like a lot. I would just play this game over and over again, fighting CPUs. I wouldn't even fight people. I would just fight CPUs. And let's see. It's like a whole map of characters and their moves. I'm not going to undo this whole thing because I'm never going to get it the right way back. But yeah, it is a very cool release. I'm a big fan of Smash Brothers manuals. And you can see the box art, or the cartridge art right there is the same as the box art. Yeah, this is a really good one. I played a lot of this on my original. It must have been my 3DS XL, the NES version. I must have played a lot of it on that, and I loved it, and I have a lot of hours in it. Up next, I have Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time 3D. These are sealed because I just bought them because they were on sale, but I already beat Ocarina of Time, and I want to play Majora's Mask, but I think I'm going to play that on Nintendo Switch Online. So yeah, these are just mint copies that I have. I'm just lying around. I just keep them on the shelf just in case they become worth something one day. I kind of wish their box art was a little more homogeneous. Like this one has very stylized box art, and this one's just like a regular box art, I guess. But yeah, these are good games. Nintendo Selects versions of them, of course. I don't have the original releases, but yeah, sealed. I think they'll be worth something one day, maybe. Up next, I have the Pokemon games. This is Alpha Sapphire. I loved this one when it came out. I was super hyped for it. No manual in there, unfortunately, but yeah, I was extremely hyped for this one because I loved Gen 3. I loved watching playthroughs of it on YouTube. So when this one came out, I was very, very hyped. I followed every piece of news for it. I was super excited for all the changes they made, and just it being in Gen 3 and all the Mega Evolutions. Like, it's just really fun. And it's really fun to look back on all the news that was coming out, looking back on everything that was happening at the time with, like, announcements and leaks. It was just all a lot of fun. Pokemon Moon, I was also excited for, but not as much as Alpha Sapphire. I was very hyped. I definitely was still following Pokemon news at this point. I remember getting the demo for this game and just playing it over and over and over again, just because I was super hyped for another generation. This is before Pokemon got, like, unbearable, like with Sword and Shield and Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Like, that era of Pokemon games is not good. But I like Scarlet and Violet. I like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, so it's not all bad. But yeah, I'm just gonna stop being negative now. You can see the back art only shows like a few screenshots, which is kind of weird in some new Pokemon. And then it has the renders for the Pokemon trainers there, but yeah, nothing too interesting on the back of this one. But yeah, this was definitely a good one. A bit heavy on the text, just like Black and White. This game is very similar to Black and White in a lot of ways. But yeah. And then last but not least, I have Pokemon Sun, or Ultra Sun. This one is good. I like the gameplay. I like how they gave a lot of Pokemon perfect stats, but I didn't like how they changed the main villain's character. They made her a lot less inherently evil and kind of made it so that she was kind of a sympathetic villain. And I wasn't really a fan of that. I kind of liked her more when she was just like brutal and awful. But yeah, this is a good one. I like this one. I was very hyped for this as well, even though it's basically the same as the other game, but with more content. So up next, I have some games in this little pouch. Try not to look at the DS games because those are for another video. I have Dinosaur 3D. I don't know why I have that. FIFA Soccer 12. I don't know why I have that. Pilot Wings Resort. I bought that for like $12 because I wanted it. Scribblenauts Unlimited. I have never played that. And then I have Bravely Default. This is, I think, my original copy that I thought I lost at my grandma's house, but I guess I have it. But I never got past like the first like 5 hours or so of this game, Bravely Default, just because I was a dumb kid and I didn't know what I was doing. There's Zelda, Link Between Worlds. That's one of my favorite Zelda games. Probably my second favorite Zelda game after Breath of the Wild. I just love the gameplay, and it's really fun. I I have Omega Ruby. I actually got Omega Ruby before I got Alpha Sapphire because my dad got me Omega Ruby, and then my mom got me Alpha Sapphire like a week later for my birthday. I played through Omega Ruby in like 3 days or something like that, something ridiculous like that, for like a 12-year-old or whatever, however old I was. Super Mario Bros. 2, I beat that in a day because it's a short-ass game, and Pokemon Rangers, that's not a 3DS game. So yeah, that's all the games I have loose that I have in this thing. This is my original 2DS XL save file that I just put onto this new 3DS XL. Oops, I accidentally loaded up a game. So I have a lot of Virtual Console games. I have all of the Pokemon Virtual Console games, or at least I have Pokemon Yellow, Silver, and Crystal. I have Binding of Isaac. I always wanted Binding of Isaac, but I could never buy it because I wasn't old enough, embarrassingly enough. I never lied about my age. I have Animal Crossing. I played so much Animal Crossing. I got it with, I think, a eShop gift card that I had, and I remember watching Swimming Bird, I think his name was, his playthrough of Animal Crossing, and that really, really made me want to buy it. I have Legend of Zelda Awakening DX. I never got too far in this. I've tried playing through it multiple times, but I could just never get too far, just because the method of puzzles, like, it's just not my thing. PM Studio, I used a lot for pixel art. Maybe I'll show off my pixel art in a different video. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really love using the 3DS for pixel art. Earthbound I just got because it's one of my favorite games. I beat it on an emulator, but I guess I just wanted it physically. Mega Man 5 is just a really good game. Like, it's just a really good Mega Man game. Especially for being on the Game Boy, it's just really fun. There's a lot of lag, but it doesn't often get in the way of things. Gunvolt is, I think it came out originally on the 3DS, and it's definitely one of my favorites on the exclusives in terms of more indie games. It's not really indie, but it's like not AAA either. But yeah, it's definitely a good one. Cave Story is one of my favorite games of all time. The 3DS is how I originally beat it, actually. So yeah, I have a lot of memories with that. Shovel Knight, this is also how I originally beat Shovel Knight. I got it probably with an eShop card or something, or with my mom's credit card or something. Super Mario World, I don't think I've ever beaten Super Mario World, but I think this is how I played it for the first time. Mario Bros. 3, this is how I originally beat Mario Bros. 3. That is my favorite Mario game, 2D Mario game. It's just a lot of fun. I really love the NES charm. So yeah, Super Mario Bros. 3 is one of my favorites on the NES. It's definitely my favorite 2D Mario game. It's the most fun I've had of all of them. I think I beat it when I was like 15, so maybe that has something to do with it. I bought the original Mario Bros. Just because I think it's a fun game. Swap Note, I really love. Swap Doodle. I really love the characters they have in this. I just think they're really cute, and I think it's very immersive. I have the Fire Emblem Awakening demo just because I wanted to preserve it on my thing. Apps. I just have I have a Pokemon Bank, which I'm happy about. I still have that. These are just the apps. So yeah. I have Harvest Moon 4? 3? 2? 3. I have Harvest Moon 3 on the Game Boy Color. I tried to get into that, but it's just not my thing. I prefer the one on the Switch, Friends of Mineral Town. Terraria, I played a lot of Terraria on the 3DS. This game has auto aim, so like you can just like auto aim onto bosses and then like beat them really easily, which is funny. But yeah, that's pretty much. Oh, I forgot one. Ika-chan. This is by the Cave Story developers, and because of that, I wanted to play it, but I just never got too into it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have on my 3DS. I have more on my other 3DS that's homebrewed, but it's not official stuff, so I don't really count it as part of my collection. So yeah, that is pretty much all of the 3DS games that I own. Check out my dog. He's just sleeping over there. He's just sleeping. Alright. That's pretty much all the 3DS games I own, digital and physical. I have more DS games, but I have a lot of junk DS games. I don't have a lot of games that I really want to show off. Maybe I'll make a video about it if this one does well enough. Maybe not, though. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it a lot. Make sure you subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you guys in the next one.